Hello, this is Daniel Leonardville with Windfell Farms. We're going to give you an August update, 2024. First, I want to go back and kind of give you a picture of what the cabin looked like when we bought it. This is the first winter. Lots of trees, two-story cabin, garage. Last May, so 2023, we ran into a tornado. Or I should say, a tornado ran into us. Big red oak sandwiched the roof peak. So pulled the walls apart, the flooring on the second floor, lots of timber pulled over, uprooted basically. This is the backyard. So after that, we went on the journey. Now we're almost a year and a half into it of cleanup. So we'll start with the cleanup activities here. So we've removed all the trees out front and we're able to open the space up quite a bit. Of course, it's not as populated with trees and canopy as it was before. But in order to protect the cabin from future storms, we felt it was necessary to remove anything within about 60, 70 feet of the cabin, since our trees are about 80, 90 feet tall. And so you'll see also that there's a lot of ground cover that's grown up. We've been spending a lot of time on the house, getting that repaired and redoing the dirt work around the house, as you can see, creating more level space around there versus the rolling hillside to give us more options as we build. As we move into the back, you'll see over on the right side that there's still a lot of ground cover there. You'll see some of the trees here right in front of us have been thinned out quite a bit. And we did that primarily because of taking out mature timbers and leaving some of the younger timbers there. So hopefully in about 15, 20 years, we can harvest again. As we go up over the canopy here, you'll see over on the right side that it's pretty thinned out over there. That used to be just solid trees. You could not see down into the underbrush there, the undercover. And there's still a lot of debris down in there. So when we bucked all the logs, and the limbs and branches are still over there, and some of the larger branches that we couldn't send to timber or send to the mill. So, but you'll see over on the left all of the log piles, so that's still out there for us to take and use in some fashion. Flying back toward the south, you'll see the house and get a good view of what it looks like from the back to the front, and the cleanup we've done around the property and the amount of space that we've created to the right of the cabin. Before, you would not be able to stand where that puddle is or where I'm standing. You'd have been rolling down the hill by then. And it's really opened up that area, so hopefully now we can get some grass out there and some other things as we move forward with fixing up the place. As we fly, or actually we're going to do a 360 here and give you kind of an idea of all of the multicolored foliage you see down there is all underbrush. And so none of that is treetops. So that's all been cleared out of the larger timbers, and so hence the removal of the canopy. And there's still a lot of debris down in there from where we pulled timbers out and left the debris there. So I'll need to go back and clean all that up over time. And you'll see that as we look up a little bit, you see the open area in the back. That wasn't as impacted as much, so we're not going to cover that. Over on this side is where the spring is, on the west side of the property. There's a natural spring that runs down in there. It's now has a bunch of debris down in it, trees that we couldn't get to with the skidders to pull out of there. And so those were down there. I'll have to go back and remove all those later. And then we return up to the front of the property. So all in all, it's opened up the property quite a bit. The cabin, I'll do a separate video on the cabin and do an internal review of that, and then show you closer looks of the dirt work we did around there to level the property out. I want to just kind of give an overall property update at this point. So this is up towards the creek in the front, and you'll see that in a minute. You'll see the reflections up there of the creek. And so 970, 80 some feet of creek front out front. And you'll see also as we turn and head to the left here that there's open canopy spots here too. And this is where we've taken trees out. You'll see there's some debris laying down in there that we still have to get in and remove if we're going to clean that area up or just let it rot out. There's benefits of doing both, but it all depends on how much hard you want to work. Now you'll see the little white house here. That's still our property. Crazy part is the two houses that are shamble houses basically were not touched. And so the only house that got hit was the actual one we were living in. As you can see here, heading back up to the property lines on the right side, again, the canopy is just pretty dense over there. So that took the bulk of the storm. And we also had the electric company come out and remove a bunch of trees down the power pole line just to give us room for future storms where we don't have to worry about it taking out the power again. Still the barn down there, we got to get the roof replaced. The garage up there, we've got to get the tin and the soffits replaced up there. But that's future. The primary thing is to work on the cabin. And since we're still in build mode on the cabin, you'll see all the garbage and trash out front, the stuff under the tarps, the stuff we're reusing, what do you call it, container out there. That's housing all the stuff that was in the house before we started. So that stuff's been sitting in there for about almost a year now, probably about 9 months. So my concern is just the amount of heat damage that's went through with the winter and now the heavy 100-degree humid heat in the summer. So hopefully that hasn't been too damaged. Anything with cloth or stuff we might have to look at real closely. All in all, this is kind of the view of the cabin and the property. I want to just give you a quick update. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. Comments are welcome. We appreciate everybody taking their time to see what we're doing out here and to give comments where needed. So have a great day.